Good morning, everyone. Good morning. And here is the assignment for the week of April 20th to April 24th. It is to write one good sentence. So this week, I want you to write one good sentence. Of course, you're going to read some in your fiction book, your novel assignment. That's a PowerPoint and due on May 15th. But I also want you to write one good sentence. And so you're like, easy. But is it? I just labored over writing how I was going to say easy. Easy, you say. This sentence can be said and written in so many different ways. Easy, you say. Easy, you say. Easy, you say. So consider this. There are two parts to any good sentence. There is what is being said, like the meaning behind the sentence, and then there's how you say it. Does the sentence flow or does it stumble? Does it have mistakes, errors like spelling errors, glaring grammatical errors? Is it awkward to say and read? So those are the two parts that you have to consider when you're writing a sentence. So Ernest Hemingway is considered one of the greatest writers of all time, and he's frequently quoted about writing. He thought about writing a lot, and he had a lot of friends around him that would record things he said or did. And in fact, he wrote books about his friends and the years he was in Paris, and just he had a lot of thoughts on writing. And he thought that if you could just write one good sentence, that the story would follow. So his exact quote is, all you have to do is write one true sentence, write the truest sentence that you know. And he really meant true as in straight, like a board is straight and true. Because he embellished things, he combined dates and the way things happened, and so he didn't mean write the most accurate sentence you've ever written. He meant write the best sentence that you can write. And he would rise in the morning, get up, and he would write like it was his job. He would go days without feeling that he had written anything good, and he would disparage himself, and he would beat himself up, and just for not being good, for being a hack. And there were days that if he did write a good sentence, he considered that a success. And so there's a famous story that somebody must have challenged him because he was famous for writing a certain type of sentence and story, and they challenged him to write a story in the fewest words possible. And he said, I can do it in 6 words. And he wrote this story right here. For sale, baby shoes never worn. And he thought that was actually one of his better stories. And it is a story in 6 words, if you think about it. So how do you write a good sentence? Well, start small, like Hemingway did, with 6 words, and get the mechanics correct. So even if you say I was running, it's technically a sentence. It's grammatically correct. You've got a noun, a verb, everything you need to make up a sentence. But consider that a good sentence shows, it doesn't tell, it uses sense words, it has active verbs, and it rarely uses the forms of the verb to be, like are, was, were, has, have, had been. You got to find other ways to do it. So you could take that running, I am running, and it could be improved upon by the meaning and the choices of the words. I'm running towards her at light speed. My ears are flapping in the wind. I can smell the most delicious scent. It must be bacon. So obviously there's a lot of words added here, but there's also a meaning behind it. You understand the meaning is this narrator must be a dog. And so that changes everything there. Suddenly you're reading a book. You think you're reading a book about a person, and suddenly you're reading a book about a dog. So the topic that I want you to write on is about your novel. It's not from your novel. I want you to write a sentence about your novel. And I, as your reader, I want to know about the experience you're having reading your novel. So don't tell me about your storyline. And don't simply say, oh, I'm liking it a lot, or I'm struggling. Show me that you like it. Write one sentence about the story of you reading the book. This is you're going to have to spend some time thinking about this. Like, maybe you don't want to write this sentence, or you want to start writing it on Tuesday and then think about it some, and then come back to it on Wednesday, and Thursday you're perfecting it, and maybe you go on the internet and you research finding out more about writing a good sentence and what it takes. And then finally, by Friday, you've written the one truest sentence that you can about you reading your book. So examples that would not be a passing grade. It's good. It is boring. I'm reading it fast because it's an ebook. All these are not excellent sentences. They're sentences, but they're not in any way interesting. They're not well written. You could say it is good about anything. And your reader wants to know about how you're doing reading your book and what it's like. What's the experience like? So how about this is getting closer? As I enter my room, I'm eager to get back to reading because my neighbor's getting a new roof on their house, and the banging, hammering, yelling is incessant. Another example, when Brian decided to read the novel again. Now, this could be in the third person. You're writing in the third person. Brian could really be you, right? When Brian decided to read the novel again, he found the pages as tasteful as making a sandwich, with the last two pieces of bread, the heels, and then after taking a bite, realizing that the bread had a small spot of mold that missed his inspection. So you see, you're talking about reading your novel. You're not liking it. The meaning behind it is that you're not really liking. It's got mold on it. You're not enjoying your novel. Maybe you want to switch, which if you could read the next one quickly, I wouldn't be against. But just write that one good sentence, okay? That's the assignment for the week. Good luck.